Whether you know it or not, Aristotle's artistic proofs, ethos, pathos, and logos, are used every day in commercials, media, and even by people as a way to persuade audience members' opinions to better suit their own. For example, Chevy's Super Bowl commercial, Maddie, effectively uses ethos and pathos as a way to persuade audience members into associating the ownership of one of their cars with the ownership of a dog. This form of persuasion is very common in advertisements today, and it is important to know when it is being used as to not be tricked by advertisers. I have done extensive research on Chevy's commercial, and therefore I am informed of the persuasive topics used in it. Ethos and pathos are both persuasive devices, and Chevy's Super Bowl commercial, Maddie, effectively uses both of them to portray its message. To start off, let's talk about the commercial's use of ethos and pathos. In the commercial, we see a woman with her dog, Maddie, and unfortunately, Maddie is being put down. The commercial shows the two having a strong bond and friendship, as in one scene we see Maddie sitting on the woman's lap and the woman petting her gently. This and other scenes like it is most likely used to build up your connection between Maddie and the woman, as it will make for a more dramatic and sad ending when Maddie is put down. This is an example of pathos as it promotes emotion and sadness. As the woman is flashing back to all her shared memories, it's obvious she took really good care of Maddie, as in one scene we see her walking her, and in another we even see her take her to her graduation ceremony. So it is implied that she's putting Maddie down for the right reasons. This is an example of ethos as it portrays ethics and credibility. Moving on, we will talk about the commercial's effectiveness in using ethos and pathos to portray its message. Chevy uses the devices to portray the friendship and loving bond between people and dogs with the same bond between people and cars. At the end of the commercial, the screen reads, "A best friend for life's journey." This is actually referring to the SUV in the background, and not Maddie the dog. However, it can also be associated with Maddie the dog. Since it can refer to both, it is implied that the same bond the woman and Maddie had can also be had with other Chevy cars and with other dog owners. This is an effective way to use ethos and pathos in a persuasive advertisement and will most likely have the desired effect. In review, Chevy's commercial Maddie effectively utilizes ethos and pathos in many different ways to persuade the audience members into associating the ownership of a dog with the ownership of one of Chevy's cars. Whenever you're watching TV next, be sure to watch out for these persuasive devices, as some can be less than truthful.